Are you blind?
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
This could use some repairs.
Sacre. Oh. Great. Come back anytime, friend.
Greetings to you. What is it? Are you whistling just for fun?
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You're right there, laddie.
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? No, I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Serene is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from. You speak our language, do you not?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that. I'll get you.
Is someone fighting?
Fuck yeah!
Hang him!
Stop beating him!
What are you doing?
Bad luck.
Should I help with him?
Oh, you wee blasted!
In the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the foot.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie. Poor lad, hadn't a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
We'll be needing a dozen geese. And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yetchin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? But they never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
Well, I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, Gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir. So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah?
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No.
Take it. So, do you know what to do? Or have you got any more questions?
No, that's all. But we should get going.
That we should. But it's getting pretty late. We need daylight for a search like that. Come back in the morning and we'll set out. If you want, stay here. You'll get a bit of grub in the kitchen and you can sleep in the barn. Sir?
Take my things to my chambers.
The Lord sees you.
Don't get ideas. I wasn't at my best. But
You've got quite an unusual accent.
can't you tell?
Well, you don't like it here.
You see any vineyards in Bun? More the other way, it is.
You're related...
Aye. It's not every...
You're a long way from Moravia.
My pa holds all his kin in high esteem. We were at a wedding in... Before that, it was a bairn's christening at Koshenberg. And that's all I mind.
God bless.
I'd like my horse bathed, brushed, and it's...
I'll get right to it, but it will take a while. Coin up front.
I'll pay. Here are your groschen.
Thank you very much. Now then, who is this beauty of yours? All finished. Those ooze gave me a hard time.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Kosovo.
Right, sir. You can back that Kosovo far, but it seems they're managing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions, sir, but I can't help myself. Someone's running rampant around here, sir.
I know who's running rampant. Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this bleeding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs just because I'm a noble, even though he's got more coin than me.
Such are the times, sir. But that Yurko, he's going too far.
You know how those Moravians are. It's in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle. Him and his cronies. They started on young Henry as soon as he set foot on the courtyard.
What? Is that true, Henry?
It was nothing. Just a bit of a friendly brawl. They clearly had a skinful. I can understand it.
Well, I've sure as hell got no understanding for it. I hope they didn't hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
It would be an honour, sir.
Excellent. Not afraid, eh? That's what I like to see. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there and see what you're made of.
All right, sir. If you'll excuse me, I'll explain some things to the youngster here first. Wouldn't want no accidents happening.
So, we're here. Charlie, tell the youngster here what's what.
All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Sameen. It'll be an honourable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on, Mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
Sword?
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands. You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks, and get your arse into the pen. Get over here, you warrior. And what do you say, son?
I didn't even work up a sweat.
Climb off your eye horse, sonny. You might have won, but you...
Oh, leave him be, Gnarly. He's young.
Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella.
I will, Captain.
Since you won, I've got something else for you as well. My shield.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
I needed that. It's good to stretch the limbs every now and again. And you're pretty handy, youngster. You should come to the courtyard and Gnarly here will give you a good education in the art of the sword.
I call it the art of not getting skewered as soon as you step foot outside the village. But do come, Henry. We've got a nice arena in Sameen. It ain't no abandoned pig then.
You can't always choose your battleground, Gnarly. Whether it's a pig pen or an arena in Karlstein, it's the performance that counts. And while we're on the subject, where are you from, lad? It's clear you're not from Trotsky.
I'm from all over. You don't have to concern yourself about that, sir.
If you say so. But be careful. We're wary of strangers here around Trotsky.
Not just strangers.
True enough. Even your own blood can end up fucking you over. What's the saying, Gnarly? Greet a guest with one hand.
Grab a stick with the other.
Oh, that's right. No thief does half as much harm as a greedy relative.
What about that vagabond who was stealing chickens in Tackle last year?
He wasn't a thief, but a nasty swine. When we were catching him, he damn near skewered, Gnarly.
Yeah, that is the important thing. And Anyway, that fella got more than a stick over the back, if you grasp my meaning, lad.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool! Can't you see where you're going?
Don't you see I'm walking here?
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen something?
That makes sense. A young fella here could do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village. Come and bother me. I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
About who? Since you're not here, how could I speak of you?
That's what I like to hear. Now run along.
What can I do for you? As the local scribe, you know a lot of things, right?
I'd say so.
No.
So it depends on what you're looking for. Don't involve me with anything dishonorable.
No, don't worry. I'm just looking for some armor.
Armor? Well, unless you want to join von Bergau's retinue, I don't think I can help you. But try Radovan, the blacksmith. Aha! So, the good man is a connoisseur, eh? And how would Prince Brunswick's armor suit you?
Whose armor?
Oh, it's just a local legend.
What legend?
There are actually 2 legends, or even 3. Why are you so interested anyway?
Oh, come now. Surely you're not going to keep that legend to yourself. Do a fellow scholar a service.
Youngster, being able to piss your name in the snow doesn't make a scholar out of you.
I beg your pardon?
All right. No need to lose your temper. In short, I don't believe it, of course. After all, I'm educated.
Where did Brunswick's armor?
It is said that George the Lion of Vortenberg brought it here. He was the nephew of Lord this George, spent a lot of time with King Wenceslas.
I think I get the picture.
And it is said that one day, a lion escaped from the king's menagerie, and George overpowered it with his bears as a reward. Wenceslas gave down Barton. Only Sir George didn't live to enjoy it for long, specifically while visiting his uncle here at Trusky. Of course, the king wanted his armor back, but Lord Chenyek looked like Wenceslas would lay siege to Trusky, but
Well, if the king was so endeared with Brunswick's armor, why did he leave it here?
because he didn't have any choice, my friend. Lord Chenyek was as cunning as a fox. It said he hid it so it could only be found by a true knight. Each piece in a different place. Or so they say round these parts.
And do you know where I could find Brunswick's armor?
Yes, lad. But I do have a little bit of advice. Sir Chenyek, who they say is the armor, left behind a riddle. Do you want to hear it?
And how did that riddle go?
your leave of crone and maiden, standing tall behind the gates. Boldly go towards true midnight. In caverns cold your prize awaits. Pass through the hall of forest kings, hidden deep from hunter's gaze. Standing tall, two guards between them stands a mighty rock, a subtle
Uh-huh. And that was supposed to help me, eh?
answers come to the wise, kicks to the stupid.
The crone and the maiden towards midnight. Well, thanks a lot.
Hold on. Well, Sir George, who previously owned the armor, wanted to have a nice poleaxe made in. I'm not too certain about from here. Take it as a keepsake. And now go. How can I help you today, friend?
What do you have for sale?
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything then, eh?
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away. I wait now. Aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they would.
You saw them?
I did. A few days back. They raced through the village.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east. To Apollonia on the road.
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semine on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm Lord Semine would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it.
I understand.
That's not it. Only I've got coin.
You're right, Master Bailiff. Don't worry, though. People will find out.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite, and
I don't think Lord Semine would do that. Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands? Why is that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them. That pair have missed.
That'll be all. Thanks.
God be...
Well then, young man. How...
They were spotted here, sir. Going to...
So the Yichin? The bastards.
They were driving so fast.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin.
Sir, I can send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long.
Wedding at home, sir.
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fuss, I'll take Yichin any time. Besides, there's a nice inn along the way, the Three Cats. We can spend the night there.
I remember that place. I'm not sure, sir, if they'll let the two of us set foot inside the door.
Oh, Charlie, that was 15 summers ago. God knows if the place is even still standing.
True. Still, we'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have gone to you. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened.
Henry! Where the hell are you going?
Are you blind or just your horse? Watch out!
Stand still! Where the hell have you been?
We'd better keep our eyes peeled. They might not have got guillotine. They could have turned off somewhere. Or something could have happened. They might have been ambushed, maybe.
Will you give over with that? I'll bet my brains they weren't ambushed. More likely we'll find them boozing at the Three Cats.
That'd surely be the best outcome, if that old dive is still standing. Let's go then.
I need something to eat.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
God bless.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Yarmilka here ain't the youngest, and I wouldn't want to drag it back home myself.
A nobleman in harness. We ain't ever had such a spectacle in these parts.
You might get to see it soon enough. The lords in this country have all gone to the dogs. Every lowborn with a bit of coin builds a house in Kuttenberg while we live in squalor. Why do you reckon that is, lad?
It's not my place to talk of such things, sir.
You see, Gnarly? At least the lad knows his place and the order of the world.
Or he's afraid to speak his mind, sir.
None of this would be happening if we had a king. And I mean a real one, not Wenceslas or Sigismund. Oh, anywhere that's not ruled by a strong hand, all sorts of things go wrong.
Especially when you've got Moravian relatives eating you out of house and home.
Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Very well, sir.
The blacksmith's cart. And someone went to a hell of a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Hey! I found the blacksmith's cart! Come here!
Well, now, here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course, the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by them bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of anything.
Ah, Apollonia. I spent a lot of time running around here as a young lad.
Oh, not me. This place always gave me the shivers.
God's truth, I ain't got only good memories of it. One time, got my leg stuck in a crevice a bit further on. Trapped there all night I was, shitting myself with fear. It wasn't till morning that the folk from the fortress found me. The whole of Sameen was out looking for me.
See, at least you came here as a kid. It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rocks, ain't it?
You'd sing a different tune if you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little. Now, she had some tales about this place. Headless horsemen, goblins, and white ladies. Every night, we'd gather by the hearth. The old woman would sit at her spinning wheel telling stories. I'll tell you, Captain, there isn't much I'm afraid of. But when that blind old crone was croaking her tales of devils and holes to hell, with the fire crackling and the wind whistling outside the windows, and the whirring of the spinning wheel...
Listen. There's somebody there, sure enough.
Let's get closer. What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it. And so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly, but I don't think it's scantily clad maidens we'll be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
An old fool who claims he was a priest. He can't even quote one psalm. Don't you think he'd have a better nickname than Stumble if he was a priest? Hey, hey, folks, what's wrong with his legs? What's wrong with his legs? They can't stay away from the tavern.
You two don't know the truth from an hole in the ground. Stumble was a priest. He showed me holy pictures and taught me a lot.
Aye,
Those
Stumble was a
definitely aren't
priest.
the blacksmith's hands.
Pigs can fly, and Gul's name is really Sophie. For a wench, he's got a miserable pair of tits on him.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Of course. We'll smash them to smithereens, and in the evening, we'll drink a toast from their skulls. Ha-ha!
Hold your horses, son. Keep some of that piss and vinegar for the fight. You might have whipped me in that pig pen, but this is a different matter.
So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
We ought to pounce on them, while we have the moment of surprise.
The words of a real man. So get ready, and we'll go for them. Nice and quick, before the bastards realize what's going on.
Even my uncle had a girl like that. He tried to colour, and he definitely weren't it. How would you know?
True. You never know.
Kick your ass goodbye.
You're out of luck.
Bloody hell. Fuck off. We'll kick your ass. Now what the...
You're out of luck. Amen to you.
That's a lot of blood. This should stop it.
Hey, Henry, get over here. Hey, Henry, get over here. Hey, Henry, get over here. Hey, Henry, get over here.
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here. And
Hard to say. I've never actually seen them. But I don't think it was them.
me neither. But right past that peak is another...
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir. You tried to fuck with me, so until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you can consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have to go here, skin you alive.
Bastards. Can't trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Nolly. We are going to parley.
Like that time with the Shawnee, sir.
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours. Gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
You must be from Samin, sir. Of course you can have everything back. As long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
Now you're going to get it.
This'll be
quick.
Fucking stayed out of it.
Crashing on the head! I'll rip your ass open, your pretty blood! I mean? You won't get me! Take that! We're gonna gut you to die! Christ! I don't have the whole day!
Bend my greetings.
You let them They got what they deserved, the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
I'm a nobleman. You have to spare me.
Oh, do be quiet.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
But they'd taken him captive. What use would he be to us?
Are you deaf? They took him captive because he wanted to drive off with the load. They fucked over Radovan, fucked over his lordship, and wanted to fuck over that bandit too. They were in cahoots. And they deserve the same punishment, if not more.
Do you see which way...
No, I...
And what punishment can he expect?
Now listen up, Henry. And if you promise him anything else, you'll be lying. Don't forget, a man's word of honor.
I'll go and track him then.
Great. Hurry.
Bailiff or not, his family's common as muck. And then there's the talk about money. They say you're hard up, sir.
You really do want to hang, don't you? Carry on like that and you'll get what's coming to you.
I'm just telling you what people are saying. It's not easy for us nobles.
No, it's not.
At least there's something we agree on.
Like I said, we'll see what will happen to you. And not another word now. Be quiet.
I didn't want to nick the car, honest. I didn't want to nick the car, honest.
I've got you now, Venser. You know where to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? Besides, if I do yield, it's the...
You won't yield?
I told you. No!
All right. I was hoping for a peaceful end to it. But if that's how you want it...
You swine!
I had to kill him, unfortunately. He refused to surrender.
Don't feel bad about it, lad. He'd have swung anyway. At least you gave him a quick end.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
Thank you, sir.
Don't thank me. You deserved it. And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Samin. Want to ride? We'll go via Troskovitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
That's all right, thanks. I want to take a look around here first.
Suit yourself. But be on the alert. Gules isn't the only one making trouble in these parts. And stop by Samin sometime. Nali will take you under his wing and teach you a thing or two.
Is that supposed to be a threat? Go away with that thing! That's right.
body. So what? Somebody did him in and chucked him into the water.
But the river there has a powerful current.
And we won't have any
The
problem.
dead man had been floating down the river for at
I'll be with
least a
you.
week.
Without anyone noticing.
Exactly. And that's not all. The dead man had a gold chain round his
Don't cause any trouble, got it?
Yeah, yeah. Leave me alone.
Just you wait.
What an ugly old nag.
Well, that's not bad at all. Maybe I should add some spices.
Job done. The cart was found and driven to Lord Semin's courtyard.
That's a relief. And what happened to that pair of idiots?
It turned out they tried to rob you.
Oh, they did they?
Aye. They plotted with some robber baron called Gules and brought the cart to him.
The bastards. I should have realised they were a bit too keen on work. How did you get the cart back?
Well, I went to Semin, and they were wondering there too where the wagon got to. Me, Lord Semin.
Well, God's nails. And the three of you tracked them down. The whole band.
That's right. They were hiding in Apollonia, along with the cart and the goods.
Indeed. Where else? The bastards. And what about my hands?
Vincent didn't survive the skirmish in Gules' camp. Franzi, they took him to Semin. He might have been innocent in the whole thing.
I wouldn't be too sure about that. They were only here a while. That pair was as thick as, well, thieves. That Franzi could talk his way out from under the executioner's axe.
We'll see.
Anyway, the main thing is the cart turned up.
No doubt.
And you've earned a reward for your trouble. I've got just the thing for you. Some mercenary once had his cuirass repaired here, but never came back for it. Who knows what happened to him? So now it's yours. It's been through a bit, but it'll still serve for a while.
Thanks. It'll come in handy. And have you got another job for me?
Young Lord Semin's wedding is coming up, and it's got my head spinning. Look, you must have seen Agnes, the bailiff's daughter.
Young Semin is marrying her, isn't he? Why would I have my eye on her?
Don't pretend. Looks ain't everything, though. She's got such a sharp tongue. And how about you, lad?
No, nothing.
Good for you, lad. A wedding's a serious business, so you have to show them you're a man. Old Semin wants a special sort of forger for his son's wedding present.
Excellent. So what are we waiting for?
Hold your horses. It can't be any old steel.
A blade of first-class steel.
That's right.
Ah, I see. We don't have any welded steel for that kind of sword, do we?
God's nails. You really know your stuff, youngster. And you're right. We don't have the steel for a strong sword that won't break.
I'd like to know where you're going to get your hands on...
Relax, lad. There's this old hermit called Ambrose, living in Apollonia.
And he can pray for us.
God's nails, let me finish talking. The word is, he was, and folks say, they saw this interesting broken sword in his hut. From the description, it seems our peculiar hermit.
Welded Spanish steel? There's nothing better for a sword.
See now?
Naturally.
They say that Ambrose the hermit, people from far and wide used to go. I even heard he made a pact with the devil.
What's strange going on?
I heard something in the tavern about some...
Where can I find the hermit?
Do I look like someone who goes... I know he has a hut somewhere in Apollonia, but you'll have to ask the Truscovitz womenfolk if you want to know more.
Right. In return...
It means so much to you. Why not? Come and see Betty from the Truscovitz tavern. She'll definitely tell you more about the hermit and Henry. If there's any truth in that pact with the devil, don't get caught up in it. The best sword in the world isn't worth eternal damnation. Here, friend.
God be with you.
How can I help you today, friend?
This could use some repairs.
Great. I'm glad you found what you were looking for. Take care, friend. What are you here for, friend?
What do you have?
I hope you'll be satisfied, my friend.
Excellent. Excellent. Next time it'll be even better.
What can I do for you?
Show me your...
Word about the price. All right. I'm listening.
here. That's a bit on top.
Aye. Thank you kindly. Thank you, and a good day to you, friend.
What do you have for sale?
Let's talk about the price. Sure. Why not? Aye, you'll convince me with that price.
always glad